Brought to you by the makers of Mama's Pride.
And 30 seconds, people.
Okay.
Well, hello. Alrighty then. I've got one antsy contestant.
We're almost at places. 10 seconds.
Best of luck.
Cow check, please.
6, 5,
Go to black.
4, 3.
They're not dolls!
Hello, I'm Cookie Masterson, and if you're a cop, you have to tell me you're a cop, man. One player. All right, this is gonna be a party. And the wrong answer of the game is brought to you by
Monocle City Monocle Superstore. We've got our one good eye on savings.
All right, let's do this thing. Kicking things off, Burger Heister. Which factor would determine if the Hamburglar should be charged with larceny or grand larceny? Who he stole the hamburgers from, how many hamburgers he stole, how violently he stole the hamburgers, or where the hamburger heist took place. Watch your clock. Larceny is escalated to grand larceny when the money stolen exceeds a specific number. Quite frankly, I don't understand what all the fuss is about, considering how much money Mayor McCheese embezzles every day. Try this on for size. Let's go clubbing. Which of the following could not be Sam's Club? Sam's Mace, Sam's Escutcheon, Sam's Cudgel, or Sam's Truncheon? A mace, a cudgel, and a truncheon are all types of clubs, but an escutcheon is actually a shield. I usually take a club and an escutcheon to Sam's Club during the back-to-school days. Those kids can be brutal. Next up, watch me watch Watchmen. And watch it, it's a dis or dat. I'm gonna read off 7 names. For each one, I want you to tell me if it's the name of a watch manufacturer or a character from the movie Watchmen. If it's watch, press the square button. If it's Watchmen, press your circle button. Each right answer gets you $300 watchable dollars. But get one wrong and $300 will be taken away in a timely manner. And you've only got 30 seconds on the watch to get it done. Alrighty then, here it comes. Fossil, Rorschach, Omega, Eterna, Silhouette, Silk Spectre, Night Owl 2. From that performance, I would guess you can read the hands of a clock, but you prefer to use a digital watch. You know, for a movie called The Watchmen, I actually had very little interest in watching it. Hey! Here's one for you. This store is for humans only. Where might a pinniped go shopping for clothes? American Eagle Outfitters, the Fashion Bug, Wet Seal, or the Puma Store? Pinnipeds are the family of aquatic mammals that include seals, sea lions, and walruses. Although walruses spend most of their money on mustache wax.
Where's the vibe, girl? Rock my world, girl. Ooh, yeah.
Say hello to. There is so much junk in this trunk. Uh-oh. Smells like a trash question.
Looking through your trash bag. What's it say about you? Funky trash.
The interns tell me this trash is from a famous rapper, but they couldn't remember who. Let's see what we have here. An apology letter to the French band Justice, an apology letter to George W. Bush, and an apology letter to Taylor Swift. Which rapper's trash is filled with all these apology letters? Snoop Dogg, Kanye West, Eminem, or 50 Cent? Kanye West is constantly having to apologize for his outbursts, including the time he said George Bush doesn't care about black people, and at least 2 occasions he jumped up on stage to interrupt an awards acceptance speech. He tried to interrupt this question, but luckily we keep the doors to this studio locked. That'll bring an end to our first round. And you're in pretty good shape for now. Remember, I'm doubling the value of each question in round 2. And hint, hint, big cash prizes can be yours if you find the wrong answer of the game. Okay, how about it? Up next, head games. Who still has a pretty good head on her shoulders? Marie Antoinette, Pamela Voorhees, Sarah Connor, or Anne Boleyn? Marie, Pamela, and Anne were all beheaded, but depending on what Terminator timeline you're in, Sarah Connor is still fine, or at the very least, still has her head. I would still be willing to date any of these women because, personally, I'm a leg man. Here's one I like to call, Did you witness that catch, Jehovah? Jehovah's Witnesses believe that only a certain number of people will be selected to administer God's kingdom on earth. Something to do with fire codes, I think. Anyway, suppose all of the chosen Jehovah's Witnesses decided to go to a New Orleans Saints game together. How close would they get to reaching the 72,003-seat Louisiana Superdome's capacity? They'd fit comfortably in one 40-seat suite. They'd fill 8,000 club-level sideline seats. They'd just barely reach full capacity, or they'd fill it twice. Time's a-wasting. That's going to cost you about 8,000 Dippin' Dots. The correct answer is, the Jehovah's Witnesses believe exactly 144,000 people will be chosen to administer God's kingdom on earth, almost exactly twice the Superdome's capacity. And under the rule of God's kingdom on earth, a cup of Miller Lite at the Superdome will only be $6.50.
Looking chickens picking out a mate. Guess I'll marry 8.
I call this one, She Checked Out Too Early. What kind of room would Virginia Woolf request when checking into a Motel 6? A room with a view, a room of one's own, a room to share with, or a room for one's life? A Room of One's Own, an extended essay with feminist overtones, was written by Woolf in 1929. And really, you never have a room of your own at a Motel 6. You share it with strange odors and mysterious stains.
Strolling through the park with the sarsaparilla. For me,
Next, creamed cornea. Who seems to not need LASIK? Planters, Mr. P. Want to see the right answer? LASIK surgery corrects vision problems. Scooter and Peter Griffin wear glasses, and Mr. Peanut has a monocle. But Uncle Pennybags doesn't have any eyewear. The weird thing is, a lot of people remember him as having a monocle, but he doesn't. He has no monocle. He's just a fancy old rich man. Stop stereotyping fancy old rich men. That salty nut wears a monocle. Just the kind of awesome fashion statement you'll be able to make with your new 3D monocle from Monocle City Monocle Superstore, because there's no such thing as too pretentious. Today's wrong answer of the game is worth a whopping $8,000. Enjoy.
Hold me, never let me go. Am I dreaming? Questions time.
And on its way, do you listen to the Electrolyte Orchestra? If Gatorade made a sports drink called Crocade, how would the bottle be different than Gatorade? The snout of the bottle would be narrower, the bottle would be twice as big, the bottle would be twice as small, or the snout of the bottle would be wider. Maybe you're thinking of Gila Monsterade. Here's what a right answer looks like. Crocodiles have a narrow V-shaped snout, while alligators have a wider U-shaped snout. But don't worry, Croc-Aid would still make athletes secrete neon-colored beads of sweat in slow motion. Step right up to the Jack Attack. When you see two clues that match, press the X button. 4,000 big ones if you're right, but you lose 4,000 if you're wrong. And don't forget,
Remember the clue.
it's gotta be a match that fits this clue. Where are you headed? I hope you know where you're going. Good luck. There you have it! That was a pretty decent score, but hey, when it comes to being just decent, you really knock it out of the park.
You know